Fans are claiming that Shakira was replaced by a double at the World Cup opening ceremony.
The World Cup had a controversial start with the opening ceremony featuring Shakira, and all the fans are saying that Shakira isn't really Shakira.
Exactly, this is 100% real. Look. According to a theory spread by fans, a Shakira double took her place at the World Cup opening ceremony. The viewers were convinced that it wasn't her, based on the way she moved and her appearance. Here, we can see comments. Are we going to keep acting like nothing happened? Or are we going to talk about the fact that that's not Shakira? Look, I mean, all the fans are saying that this woman here isn't Shakira, but a double. In fact, this has reached such a level that here they're telling us she used a double. Shakira clears up rumors by posting never-before-seen photos of her performance in Mexico City. This is true. Shakira posted a few photos on her social media. We can see them here, right? More photos of Shakira, even with J Balvin. Okay, let's keep watching. Alright, we're still here with Danny Ocean. Okay, we can see that according to this, it's Shakira. But people still look at the photos and say, no, it doesn't look like Shakira. That's what many fans are claiming, that it is. Apparently, it was a double. And actually, look, there are videos like this one. Look, here is Shakira walking. Just look. Okay. Here you can see her physical appearance. Okay, her looks. All of that is very important. The turtleneck, putting on makeup. Okay, just look. Okay. Okay, excellent. Please wait until the end because we're going to see more or less what happened. Okay.
They had a double perform the song. Shakira posted her photos from the opening on Instagram.
Exactly.
The photos are all a bit blurry. She's always wearing sunglasses and no longer has the little mark on her forehead.
Wow, that's really getting a lot of attention.
She has a slightly different mark and all the fans are saying no, obviously the vibe she gives off at concerts, this person doesn't have it. And also this image came out. Belinda, who also appears at the World Cup, is making an Illuminati symbol. Why would they have used a double? Is it Shakira or is it not Shakira?
What do you all think? Do you believe it's Shakira or that it was a double? Because I know many of you probably saw this and have that doubt, right? But anyway, let's see.
It's not surprising that Shakira wore sunglasses during the entire opening ceremony of the World Cup.
Of course, I mean, honestly, she looked really weird, very strange.
3 details led some people to believe that there was a complete deception behind all of this. From rehearsals to the live broadcast, those sunglasses seemed glued to her face.
Look at how she moves. She looks really weird here, that's very true.
For some, these strange signs pointed to a possible controversy involving a double. First of all, she wore sunglasses from rehearsals to the official performance. And she also kept her neck covered with a turtleneck, along with the audio delays and the apparent lip-syncing.
The lip-syncing, by the way, at the opening ceremony was pretty blatant, did you notice? Incredible, a blatant lip-sync and not just with Shakira.
And a hairline that some considered stiff led to speculation that the person behind the glasses and the disguise wasn't really Shakira. Secondly, media present at the event captured images of 2 women dressed in black in the same hallway where Shakira was heading to the stage. Their build, hairstyle, and even the way they walked were very similar, which sparked an intense debate on the internet. Lastly, some paparazzi claimed that Shakira's private jet remained in Barcelona during that entire time. In addition, the photos she posted before the ceremony were questioned due to alleged editing and possible inconsistencies in the timeline. The combination of all these details made many people give even more credibility to the body double theory.
Of course, and many people might wonder, what double? Well, there is a woman who is very famous for being Shakira's double. Here's what they're saying. Shakira's double breaks the silence and finally reveals if she pretended to be the singer at the opening of the 2026 World Cup. The woman who calls herself Shakiveka and has named herself the official double of Shakira responded to the rumors suggesting that it was supposedly her who performed at the opening of the World Cup. Well, obviously she says no. No, that's what she says. Stop joking around, I was watching Shakira with my friends, come on, said Shakira's double. Although maybe some of you could argue, and with good reason, that obviously, logically, Shakira's double is not going to admit that she replaced Shakira during the event, right? Now remember the name Shakiveka. Why do I say this? Because of this.
This time she got herself into huge trouble. Do you know the controversial Shakira impersonator Shakiveka? It's not the first time her name has taken over the headlines, but her latest performance could cost her millions of pesos. Apparently, both FIFA and the World Cup sponsor brands want to put a stop to her once and for all. Let me explain what's going on now.
She doesn't live in reality. She believes she's Shakira and that she has Shakira's body and sings just like Shakira, but that's not true. Someone should take her internet away.
They weren't crouching down, they were already at the concert, and no matter how much she told them to stand up, nobody did. Only this lady supported her while everyone else just stared at her.
She uses the official FIFA logos, pretends to be Shakira, and as you've seen on social media, there are a lot of people who seem surprised.
Apparently, this game of imitating Shakira got out of control.
Exactly. Basically, the woman that many people believe and think replaced Shakira during the opening ceremony. Well, she has issues with Shakira because, as you already noticed, the woman thinks she's Shakira, she feels like Shakira. She even uses official FIFA logos, which has obviously angered both FIFA and Shakira, as well as the entire group that represents Shakira. Besides, this woman obviously doesn't have the charisma, doesn't dance like Shakira or anything like that. However, that was exactly the problem. I mean, at the opening, people saw Shakira and said, this isn't Shakira, she doesn't look like Shakira, she looks weird, she moves weird, she's strange. And well, I have a theory. First of all, obviously it's Shakira. I mean, this woman, from my point of view, is Shakira. I don't think it's a double, I don't think anyone is replacing her. Even though the rumors spread, I mean, the theory went viral and was widely discussed on the internet, but there's no evidence that Shakira has been replaced. That's the first point. And second, to me, everything that's happening makes perfect sense. Look, what Shakira usually does, as you know, is that she wants to sell this image of being a woman who, despite her age, looks young and beautiful, and I'm not going to deny that she looks good for her age. However, do you realize how much makeup she's wearing? I mean, it's crazy. And for example, in her photos on social media, she uses a lot of filters to try to appear younger than she is, or to try to look younger than she really is. Which is understandable given her age and her situation, you know? I get it. From my point of view, that would explain the turtleneck, because as you know, signs of aging show up on the neck, at least that's what I think. This would also explain the glasses, for the little wrinkles here, at least in my opinion. And if that's not enough, let me remind you of something. This World Cup opening was almost at noon, just after midday. Mexico City, with the altitude, the heat and the pollution, well, it's tough. Plus, with the sun's rays shining right in your face, and with more than 1 billion people watching you leave. We're talking about this being the most watched opening or inaugural game of all time. This was the most watched opening of any event in history. More than 1 billion people watched it. There were like 12 times more people watching this than the Super Bowl with Bad Bunny. Just imagine that. There were more people watching this than the opening ceremony of the Beijing Olympics, than the opening ceremony of the London Olympics. So of course it was a huge event. Therefore, it's understandable that Shakira did this. I think, in my opinion, she did it so people wouldn't notice that she's gotten a bit older. And it's pretty obvious because, like I said, she's super made up. And in her photos on social media, she uses a ton of filters. A ton. So her age doesn't show. If you ask me, that's what I think. But I'd like to know what you all think. Obviously, I could be wrong. Maybe it really is a double. So I'd love to hear your opinion. And what's your theory? So gentlemen, thank you very much. See you next time.